Hello and welcome to episode 112 of the Spare Change Challenge being played here on Ignition Poker. Getting a little bit of a late start today. It's the last week of school, so there's a lot going on, so it'll be a little challenging to coordinate stream times, make stream times, and have stream times at all, so have to bear with me. I'll try to stick to my stream schedule, at least the day schedule, not necessarily the time. That's always been kind of an open-ended floating thing anyway. I always do try to start at 3 if possible. I've been playing just a few minutes. I flopped open-ended, check shoved, and lost that one. I think that's the only stack I've lost so far. This guy's pretty aggressive. Ooh, is that enough? Yeah, I think he's 38-38. I can just shoot this. Big blind, I'd probably just be flatting the small. Here looks pretty. Possibly. Not necessarily, but maybe. Played a little session earlier today and ran pretty bad. I think I lost 14 showdowns in a row at one point. Not fun. Got all in with aces on a queen high board, and he had kings, and he turned money went on the flop. Turned his king. That was just a highlight of it. There's enough money that I could bet turn and river and get in here. This guy possibly is aggressive, but we just I think in a vacuum like this, 3 bets better. Bet now. Could be a pretty scary flop sometimes. Certainly tons of hands in his range that can give him a chance to bet. Open this with a tight player to our left. And a new table here. That's interesting. Yeah, I know we're open-ended. I guess we kind of have to bet. It is. Yeah, I mean, we have some potential equity sometimes. I mean, I'm gonna play pretty honest on that board. I think being monotone. If it was not monotone, I'd probably bet there. Good, vast majority of the time. The table doesn't look great, so trying to find the greener pastures. I'm gonna keep trying to mix in tables. Earlier, it was kind of frustrating. It seemed like they were prioritizing short-handed tables, so I kept trying to get a 4, 5, 6-handed table or 4 or 5-handed table to join, and it kept sticking me with the same guy heads up. And I knew there were other games running because if I opened that table, then quickly opened another one, then closed the first one, it would take me to a 4 or 5. It was just a pain in the butt, though. I understand why they're doing that, but they got to realize that if I wanted to play heads up, I would just play heads up. You know, go to a heads up game. I don't particularly want to play heads up, and I know they got to get games going. That's pretty much the only way they can do it here, but I guess it's just a necessary evil and something we're going to have to deal with. But it's pretty frustrating. Overall, though, I mean the month isn't over yet, but I don't mind the way things work now. I think my hands per hour has increased. I'm guessing, but that would make sense, right? I'm being forced to play some tables that I normally would just instantly get rid of, just because if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be playing any hands. So I'm thinking I'm playing against more rigs overall on average, but so is everybody else. But maybe the fact that I'll have more hands per hour will make up for it. I don't know. It just, I mean, just remains to be seen, right? See how we did this month. The month is over. Be a standard shove, even though this guy has only still 1 out of 4 so far. I guess 2 out of 5 now. Of with 7s anyway in the big blind. Still think we gotta have the best hand here sometimes, right? Guy is 17-4 though. I mean, oh, that's really sucks. Ugh, it sucks. That kind of sums up my day earlier, as it would just not let me win at showdown no matter what. Hopefully that doesn't continue today. We're just gonna keep playing our game, and I know it's funny how shit like that clusters, you know. Days you just can't win at showdown. It's crazy. Guess we're folding here. You know, I think that's just like ace-5 a lot, but what can I do? I have 9-7. Yeah, another easy day. Well, hello, Hunker Down. Just noticed your message. You may have sent it a long time ago. You may have just sent it. I don't know. But yeah, another easy day. Real easy. I've been up since 5:30 and working today. So, I guess that's easy. We bet 67%, huh? Hmm. I mean, I think if I was on the button, I might call here. But I really think this is like ace high, king, queen, something like that a lot. Maybe small pairs. I think ace-3 suited might just a little bit weak. Call here. Button, I think I could call there though. But because it's versus cutoff, I'll give him a little bit more credit. I think we can flat here. Now check fold. Certainly still have the best hand. I think with Only 14 big blinds we have to shove here. Ace high. Ouch. Well, that's not a good flop. Not a good turn, not a good river. We're going to protect our hand here and bet 6. I'm pretty sure we have the best hand here when they both check to us. There's a guy at 3 bets almost every hand, so obviously we're not going to fold ace king. Wow, he 3 bets almost every hand. It's pretty sick. And then he hits a set. I mean, must be living right or something. I'm pretty sure he didn't have value hands all 4 out of 5 times, so we just ran in like the top of his range there, but at least we got a flip out of it, right? Yeah. Cussing out loud, yeah, I probably did a little bit of that earlier. I mean, we maybe could shed this versus a 56-44. But yeah, I think it's, I mean, it's definitely strong enough in a range to open because it flops pretty well. We're going to tighten up versus this guy 3-betting a lot. There's going to be a pretty wide range we can get it in. I mean, it's possible he's been on a heater. That's why he's 3-betting so much, but not likely. When somebody does it that often, it's just not likely. I'm going to look for a better table down here, I believe. We're going to open this just because there's fish here. See if we can find a better table over here. Pretty good flop. Oh. This is the kind of board I like to do this on. There's so much he can call with here. Don't really want him to have, like, I don't know, something that would call but might fold on the turn if a bad card comes in. There's a ton of cards in the deck that could come. Go here. Get another table here. Trying to get a little flippage. Ah. Oh, another flip. Can't win. Flips! Won't let me win a showdown today. Thought about folding the queen ace jack. I mean, I think it actually is a fold if you knew my exact range, but you got a little bit of good luck for him. Of course, if I'd had ace king, he would have still hit a jack, right? So wouldn't have mattered. Frustrating when you can't win with the overcard, you can't win with the pair. This guy's pretty aggro. I think we have to defend with a hand like 10-7 here. And we're certainly just going to call this. We will check shove this turn. He certainly can have hands that he'll bet again that we're either ahead of, or he might fold that might be ahead of us. Like, I don't know, he might fold a Jack X type hand. Or a 10X. I'm going to shove here. And we do win this one. We had a bunch of equity. This guy had top pair again. I mean, this guy just can't miss today. Not miss. Get it in with king. And find a better table here, hopefully. Yeah. We had the best hand here a lot. I think we're going to fire protection bet on the turn. It's most likely he has a one pair hand, but I don't think we're going to get him off that betting turn and river. Yeah, unfortunately, a 2-5. Ugh, that guy just cannot miss. Where? One of those days. We're going to end that right now. We're not losing any more hands. Ace Jack, call please. Getting lots of hands, that's the sick thing. How much could we be up? Back this. Over cards, and the potential for showdown value as well. Keep going for the showdown. We will rep the ace if he checks. I think he can have some king highs here. We don't want him. We don't want to just check down against. And we'll bet again. This is one of those days, man. It's a king on the river. We just take down the pot, don't we? Frustrating. We'll check fold this one. We will rep this ace. Really? That's a pretty lousy. I mean, doesn't he just bet a 7-4-5 and we check? I mean, mostly just got a weak ace here, I think. Give it to him here. Or diamond roll. It could very well be. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I guess we could have got him off that, but I expect him to bet that when we check, so I could discount that a little bit. About that one. Wait, lose. I hate losing all the small pots. That's pretty annoying. So let's find a table. This one might be a good one. I think we might have to put in the eights here. This is a common place people 3-bet. This guy's 38-13. That's kind of a small sample, though. So in order for me to 4-bet for value here, he needs to be 3-betting. I would think more than 13 or 14%. Just don't know if people are vacuum doing that. I have 23 big blinds behind. Is that enough of a sample for me to know that he's a passive player? I have 8 hands. What do you think? Fold? I mean, it's close. 9s I would already have put in, I think. I think 8s is the borderline hand here. Fold it. Yeah, it may have been a break-even shove or slight loser, possibly a slight winner. I just don't know. If he does it again in the same spot, obviously that kind of tips the balance, but we just don't know. And his stats kind of look like they might have been kind of the fishy passive initial stats, so I'm just going to go with that. Not look back. Although I don't... It's not a huge mistake to shove there, I don't think. But I think the factors that I discussed already probably made me get off the fence. Yeah, hunker down. I feel you, man. That's exactly the experience I've been having too. Exactly the experience. Same seat over and over and over again. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Nine zero, huh? Guy gonna go for the river check raise with his king jack. About par for the course. Yeah, I was gonna say if he three bets here again, I'm probably putting in the king jack. Just because it's that spot again. This table looks pretty lousy. Possibly two. I don't know. This guy's a fish, right? But we'll try for a better table. Same. Wish I could be a little more selective, but this I just challenging. This might be a good table. I don't know. Don't know about this one either, but we'll give it a shot. All we can do. But yeah, last couple of weeks though, it's kind of funny because I ran good the last couple of weeks, nearly every day. But then today it's like doom switch. Of course, I know it's only a couple hours so far. Goodness, that's really weird how weekends, doom switch Monday. The first week I played this month was like doom switch the whole week. And then Sunday hit, boom, boom switch. And then for the whole week, ran really good. Didn't play as much volume, but ran really good. And then last week I ran decent. I think overall for the week. I think during streams I ran bad, but overall I had a couple extremely good days. I just felt like I was winning everything. Small pots, big pots. Didn't do any wrong. Yeah, just got to keep hitting it with volume, and the good days will come. Because our bad days, usually slight losing, break even type days. So if you can just keep playing and playing, you'll eventually will run good, and the money will come. That's the theory anyway, right? Certainly would be calling this. I don't think I don't think I can call. Sucks. I'm gonna be kind of a nit here. I think I can call this one though. I just honestly can't remember the last set I hit this situation where it's like a really good situation. I think I have to call $1 here, right? 10-1. He could just be betting a 5 here or a jack, but it's gonna suck if he had ace high. I mean, I had to call. I mean, he was pretty much giving me the price to try and hit a set on the turn, flop and turn. So, and I could have the best hand too, so I can't just fold. Not a big fan of folding to min bets when I have like 2 outs to the nuts. Possibly to stack him because a lot of times he'll just have a jack doing that. Trying to be coy and slow play it. Or it could be, or the 4 of spades could come, like, and him have a flush. So lots of good things can happen if I hit my 4. I mean, in position you could certainly argue for a raise, but out of position is just so tough to get a showdown that I think it's better to call than raise there. These guys I think might be tight enough for me to do this. Widen a little bit here. I've landed on a table of nits. I guess that's better than a table of aggro regs, but still regs. I guess I'll stay for now. That was a pretty big suck out there. Of course, it was only for $12, right? Do I dare raise? Okay. Wait. It's that same table I was getting 3-bet a lot earlier. I don't know. Doesn't look like the same player. Unless he was just on a massive heater. Overall, I don't think the games are that good right now. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna put in my hours. Table select as best I can. That's all I can do. Pretty sure this guy's opening 100% here. Unfortunately, 10 deuce is just one of those hands I can't shove. Could almost be an any 2 situation there. It could be one of those just flat any 2 and then guy seems to be feeling 100% too. Gonna be disciplined here. I think this is another lousy table as well. Probably try to find another one here in a moment. I don't want this hand here. I want this hand here. Not on the nit table. This guy could 3-bet. He's 30-26. Thinking about it. At least we got a flat. We're leaving that table. I think with 23 bigs I can show. I'm gonna slow play this. This guy tanking with 9-10 here. He not? Sure he had something or he wouldn't be thinking about it that long. Doug Polk won a 270K first place. Good for him. I guess we fold here. I mean, if we had the ace of clubs, we'd consider a call, but it is 3-way. Three people he's shoving into, so usually he's got a piece of the board or a flush draw when he does that. So we're either crushed or... Yeah, either crushed or crushed. Crushed or maybe him slightly ahead. I don't know. Yeah, these games suck today. What the hell? I mean, there are some fish, like this guy probably... That might be it. Probably need to just try and find 4 new tables, 3 new tables at least. Those suck for sure. Oh, that can turn around quickly though, you know? Yeah, Mr. Minbet strikes again. Once again, we could be good here. We have back doors, we have overs. Ah, man, I get sick of this. I get really tired of these spots. It's better just to make hands against these players. Yes, you have to fold now. Okay, so at least we know he's doing it with air now. Sometimes. Definitely try to rep that 6. So the one fish gets busted. Frustrating. Trying to find another table up here. There too. I may have just got that other table back again. Hmm. So either he made like 2 pair on the river, or he's got some kind of busted flush draw. Could certainly have had a, well, my hand might be a little too weak to call here. I mean, what could he have? He could have diamond draws. He could have 2 pairs. Now, if you got 2 pairs, it's like king, right? I just don't have any read on this guy. This can be a call sometimes. Could have like 3-4. The way I'm running at showdown today, I just don't know. This be like queen jack of diamonds. Wouldn't he, if he was bluffing, wouldn't he just bet like 13? Usually when people do this, it could be a bluff, but usually it's just like he backdoored the nuts or something when they shove. Like he's trying to get it all. He's trying to rep a bluff when he does that. But really, if it was a pot size bet, I'd be more likely to call there. Than just a random shove like that. Usually that's the nuts. Probably just backdoored something. It's probably queen jack or queen jack of diamonds or something like that. Although I think he's raising that on the flop return a lot. But certainly something like he turned straight or something possible. That's what it kind of felt like there. Just gonna go with it. That could certainly be a call sometimes though. It wouldn't be a crazy call because he should hate the ace, he should hate the king. So probably not going to be shoving a king there. He's probably not going to be shoving ace-x there, unless it's two pair with an ace. Right? So it's very polarizing. But I think he just, most of the time, regs will just think they could accomplish the same thing by potting it versus shoving. So, or betting $10 or something. I'd be much more confident. I would have probably snapped a $10 or $12 bet. But I think the overbet shove is where it gets kind of tough. You know, it'd certainly suck if he has like 10-9 that he decided to turn into a bluff. But, I mean, it was a small pot. I had only put my initial raise plus 2 small bets into it. So, it's all good. Not a huge mistake. I think calling there and being wrong is a much bigger mistake than I think the risk versus reward wasn't there. And seeing that he's 0.3 aggression factor now, although it's over 6 hands, I mean, that doesn't mean anything, right? Could be a tendency that's leaning towards maybe I like my fold better now. This guy's stealing 5 of 5, so I will be shoving the 9-5 suited if I get the opportunity. So he isn't the cutoff, but I mean, I still like a shove here. 5 of 5 steals. Great. Good flop for me, right? Oh, the Jimster gets there. Isn't that crazy? A guy stealing every hand, and he just has it. I gotta win one of those eventually, right? Maybe that'll be the one to jumpstart my, get me back on track here. I've seemingly been losing everything today. I feel like I'm making good decisions today. I'm not really worried about tilting. I think I'm playing a hefty enough schedule now and enough hours that I shouldn't be too susceptible to that. I feel like I'm just playing good and just running into tops of ranges, and I don't even know if we can call one street here. I mean, certainly could just be position betting, but if I call here and it gets raised, I mean, I've just blown $3. I mean, if he has an ace or a jack, I'm pretty much crushed. My relative position was terrible there. Oh, and I mean, I'd only lent, so I have a whole bunch invested. It wasn't even a full limp, it was just complete. Why in the hell would I want to just check decide? I hate flying in uncharted, unknown waters. I like to know where I stand. Like, kind of ridiculous to raise there out of position. I like my prudency there and just fold on the ace jack jack. I think that's a trap spot. Basically, if he bets again, you're just hoping for a chop. Like, hoping for anything. We'd like to make our own luck, right? Not just be at the whims of other people. And I think that's why passive play is so unprofitable. Letting everybody else dictate the action. And you also get less action, so when you do have a strong hand, if you have a tight image. Like, I mean, look, I'm 48-38 on this table. With 80% steal. I'm probably getting action when I have strong hands with a high frequency. Especially if I'm assuming most of these people probably have a HUD. Be nice to get a fishy table, wouldn't it? One of those just amazingly good tables. Not getting it. This guy's gonna ISO me a lot, I think. Oh, he didn't ISO me. This guy ISOs me, I'm still gonna shove. No takers. Gonna protection bet. And maybe That he has a random hand, so this guy's stealing often enough for me to shove. Probably not. Think about it here for a second. So he in a limp pot, this guy's gonna raise. Probably not playing here. We'd certainly just get that right. Call one street. Think about it. Now he's gonna bet 4. I mean, it kind of feels like a jack, doesn't it? Or like a draw. I don't really like calling against all of those hands because I can't really call it river. If I was going to call this bet, I should have been raising the flop. This guy I don't think is opening wide enough for me of the ace. I mean, I probably could just put in the deuces pre-flop there. I think it was strong enough, especially knowing he's stolen 3 out of 4. Guy's posting. So if this guy ISOs the poster, I'll shove the ace-6. That's profitable. Because he should be ISOing really wide here because it's a poster, right? Yeah, so it's like slam dunk shove here with ace high. I'm way ahead of this guy's rank doing this, I'm sure. And he could fold ace-7, right? The spot to watch out for there when people isolate posters are usually pretty light, especially a guy that's 67, 44, 80%. I mean, I could shove a lot wider than ace-6, like king X suited, probably, at least. Maybe even any suited queen. So you bet this one. We're just going to try and check it down here. It's just unlikely to ever get folds from anything. We're going to snap check back and then call his river bet. Or value bet our own hand. Crap. I guess he didn't have an 8. What he could have had there? Ace high. Nose. Handed. Another table. Oh, that might not be the worst actually. They're both short, right? Oops. Eh. Alright, let's try again. I might just stay on that table. Actually, do is get off of this. Yeah, well, I didn't get that one back. I swear there's no rhyme or reason to the way they do these. What tables they put you on. That though. See if we can get that one back. That's not it. Certainly vacuum defend the 10-9. I usually like to have a diamond here if I'm going to float, but I'm going to do it anyway. I think if he checks, I could just bet the turn. Actually, you know what? I'm going to rep. I think repping showdown value here and then betting the river might be the best play. I think I'll do that. Interesting. Is he going to check shove the turn, or is he just repping the flush now? I just don't have confidence in these people, I swear. I thought this guy could fold a 6 or an 8, I would freaking shove here, but I just don't think some of these players just aren't capable of that. Just gonna stay honest. Just play it for what it was. I think every street I played there was plus EV. I think you're asking a lot trying to bluff these players. Protect my hand. I probably have the best hand. Certainly have room to improve. Get what we want here on the top left. Take advantage of the limp shove here. Oh, this ace king versus tens. Can we do it? Nope. Nope, just not gonna happen. Not the day to win flips for us. Yeah, we could have won all 3 of those flips we had. I was gonna say this guy's too tight for us to call, even if this guy calls. If this guy's gotta have a monster 3-betting this guy. Certainly love the ace king here. I don't think we'll c-bet this board, even though we have backdoor diamonds and a gut shot. Good turn for us. $5, huh? Kind of shuts us out, doesn't it? I mean, the thing is, if a diamond comes, it's not like we're going to get a huge amount of action. So we're really hoping. I mean, what are we hoping for? Jack. This guy bets $3.50, $4. I can call here, I think. Have another player to act. Once again, pretty bad relative positions. Sucks, but I'm just up there. Get a different table. This one is not good. This one might be. A promising look about it. We're not going to stab at this. Pretty sure any piece of the board is never folding, and there's way too likely somebody has something. Guy just said, "Why are you all min buying?" Hopefully that means they're fish. Stop asking. Worst thing you can do. poster here. This table could end up being good. If we're just queen high, we'll bet. We do have backdoors, overs, and stuff. Pleasing when you get called on that kind of board. Go for the whole tamale here. Find it. Poster here, that's fine. So if this guy raises, I'll probably be shoving because this guy's technically the cutoff. Guy posted. You're gonna see this as like an empty chair. Hold there. Money's going in here. Posted. I'm just gonna take advantage of the dead money. Certainly plus EV just to shove blind versus blind, so it's double plus EV when you have that dollar dead money. Like a hugely profitable spot. Didn't need a hand as strong as ace 10 either. Oh, the ace is on a $15 board, or $15 stack. That's alright, I mean, we're more likely to be able to get it in $15 anyway, unless they all just fold to me. Oh. Okay, well, that never happened, did it? Now we have king 7. Love to have aces. This guy's 33-8. It'd be so sweet. You could just flat check and the money's just. We're a day late and a dollar short today. Wow. Potential, but I think it's still a check fold on a jack 9-4, unless somebody bets really small. It's like $3 call. We'll float. I don't know if you call it float call. We'll be calling a pot though. Guess we'll give this one a stab. I'm gonna min raise this turn. It's a min raise fold spot. You definitely have 8-9 here. Also have a 7. I mean, why do we keep encountering these spots? Sick. I mean, we show a lot of strength there on the turn, so doesn't he have to be really? I mean, this has just got to be like ace 7, right? Got it written all over it. I mean, you could definitely have 8-9, but that's a pretty freaking brave bluff if that's the case. I'm ripping so much strength. I'm gonna limp here and hopefully this guy ISOs it. I'm gonna call because if this guy's got a queen, it's gonna go in anyway, but I want jacks to well. I'm gonna just call here. Oh. Did that river really just come? That is the sickest river possible. Only worse, I mean, I guess a queen is the same thing, but how do we get this amazing turn card? Have to fold rivers. I mean, can we fold here? I mean, is there any hands we're beating? It was a 4-way, right? We just gotta always have a queen. I mean, is the price just too good? We have like, I mean, If he had like ace high, wouldn't he just up now or 9-10 a lot of the time? Oh, I just can't see anybody doing this. Save my $8, I guess. Well, I mean, if you look at it this way, if we shove the turn, we're losing in our whole stack, so assuming he had what he had. So many tough spots. That was just redonkulous, wasn't it? I guess that's kind of part of the good part of just calling there on the turn. One, you could have him go bluff if he had. Because if it's like a deuce or something, he could still bluff. That was one of the cards he probably bluff as often. Okay, so we'll go about 4 or 5 more minutes here and end the pain. This is a squeeze here. 542. We're getting 4-1. Got this guy still. I'm assuming we're gonna be getting 3-1 here. I'm assuming this guy's just gonna call too. I think this guy has. He had like $10. I'd probably fold. I think we have to flat here, right? Much money out there. Flop to pair. We're gonna wait for this. Okay, now we have 2. Good result. Guy has king 10 or 9-10. Shape here. Shove for value now. I hope this guy has an ace. Hold. We hold down here too. Got a little triple up action down. Or not quite triple up because I think this guy was short. We want ace king versus queens, right? What did this guy get? I don't know. You can look. This is kind of irrelevant, right? Okay, we had ace queen, okay. When we hit the king on the flops. Yeah, that was a little lucky, but we need a little bit of luck, right? The way we're running. Running pretty unlucky. Good to have luck. We will be playing on this table. To protect our hand here. I think this guy can have jacks, weak aces. We'll go for 2 streets here with 2 buy-ins. Guy looks like he might be pretty aggressive and can bet. Back. I think this guy's really weak. Go for a little value raise on the river. Yeah, I just think he kind of changed my plan mid-stride there. Just a feeling I had. Sometimes you get gut feeling. I think he's betting the turn a ton. Yeah, I mean we have $5, so we just have to put it in. Okay, got some outs. Doesn't get it though, so we hold there. Cool. A little bit of a double up. Back here, another. A little bit of run good here at the end. Hey, Mike, good to see you, man. Damn it, damn it. See how it's prioritizing the shorthanded tables? That pisses me off. That pisses me off. Damn it. These people keep sitting at these heads up tables and it just everything up. I could just trick it here. Hell no. Oh, that's frustrating. I know there's a good seats available right now, but I can't get to them because these people are sitting on these heads-up tables. Yeah, this is an obvious shove here. I mean, this guy's 20-0 over 5 hands, but there's 9 out there. This is a plus EV vacuum play anyway. Although I think this guy's going to be wrong sometimes. That's a good result. $12 pot with no showdown, no rake, no nothing. A biscuit eater, man. I guess we'll sit in here. This happened earlier. This one guy, I think it was maybe the same guy, was sitting on like 3 heads-up tables, like this, and that it just would never pull up a different table. It was this one over and over and over again. One of the most frustrating things because I was pretty sure there were 4 and 5 handed tables available. Wait a second here. Excuse me. I was going to play maybe one more hand here at some point. Call it a day. Looks like we're not even going to get another table up now. All these one-handed heads-up tables that are going. Throwing a monkey wrench in everything. Alright, well. I guess we'll just call it. Get to shove these jacks before we go, though. Just so everybody knows, before we go here, at the end of the month, once all the hands have come in, so it'll be like the 2nd of next month probably, we will do on stream. I'm going to reveal what my bankroll is and how I did for the month. I'll download all my hands and we'll upload them into Hold'em Manager and look at my graph, look at our graph together. We'll do that. I have no idea what it is or what it's going to be, but we're going to do that together. I guess that's going to go a whole month. I'm going to let you guys in on the result right at the same time I see it. Get to see my reaction on that. So I've been thinking about that a little bit. So I figure, all right, I know what my running bad hourly should be. Average hourly should be at 100, like $20 an hour, I would think. If that's the case, I should have somewhere around a $2,000 a month. So if I ran bad, maybe be up 500 to 1,000. Ran really good, be up 2,500. So I was just thinking, I started at 3,300. So if I'm at 5,000, be like, okay, that's running average. That's fine. If I'm at 5,500 above, I'll be like, yeah, I'll be like fist pumping. 6,000, I'll be ecstatic, euphoric. If I'm at 4,000, I'll be like, okay, I mean, whatever, right? Back to the drawing board. We'll try again, do this again. Play 100 NL for another month. If I'm at 3,500 or less, it might be time to look for a tall building somewhere. Although I won't give up, I'll just keep playing, obviously. So player 4 here looks. I can't. Anyways, we'll worry about that another time. Anyways, I thought I would tell everybody that, and Oh, Mike nailed a $7 tournament for 600. Good job, man. That is pretty awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. Thanks everybody for watching. Talk to you tomorrow.